I liked where we finished in year one. We had a very big senior class, and hats off in the most respect to those guys. I mean, they came through the mud in this program. I mean, a lot of those guys were 4-year players in this program, and it speaks volumes of their character. You know, in football is a sport that teaches the most life lessons, and I really do think that they are set up for success in the real world post-high school because of what they went through here, overcoming adversity day by day, week by week, and just building it. So yeah, I mean, you know, we're trying to keep building. This year is a big turnover. We graduated 16 seniors last year. Right now I have 6 on my roster. So the young group that we have here is very exciting. We have a lot of very talented young guys. You're going to see a bunch of 2027s, some 2028s on the field, freshmen, sophomores, and a big junior class from us. So we have 84 total in the program, bringing a JV team back, which is huge for the development of that young talent. We struggle a little bit, and that's kind of where Meadowbrook took the downfall. Was we lost some of those, you know, builder programs, some of those feeder programs. You know, when I played here, you know, we had Hopkins, Beulah, you know, Henning, Chalkley, Bensley, everybody feeding to our program. And right now we really have Hopkins, and then Coach Hemfield's doing a great job over there at Chalkley trying to rebuild that. So, you know, we got to get back to our roots and get to that youth kind of post-COVID, where now kids are getting back to activities, and we're starting to see our numbers grow, and just taking it day by day and putting in the work and trusting the process and see what happens. For sure, yeah. I mean, we gave the kids off, you know, that December month before we started back workouts, and we were back at it in January. First workout we had 58 kids. And that was the Monday after Christmas break. So I was like, wow, you know, we're on to something here. And, you know, with the way that the world is turning now, you know, you have to recruit your own building. You know, you have to keep those kids within your school, and recruit those guys. And really, I think that senior class and that group last year, you know, earned some respect, you know, internally from the building, from the kids, from the population, from the community, because the outpour that we've had from the community has been huge, and that's a great deal of our success, because, you know, I hashtag everything all the time, one team, one community, because Meadowbrook is a special place here. This group, they're quiet, but they work hard, man. And that's the one thing, you know, I preach to we don't have to be the rah-rah team. You know, rah-rah doesn't win you games. It's the hard work, it's the dedication, the day ins and the day outs, the little things, you know, touching the line on our sprints, you know, being on time, you know, being where you're supposed to be, when you're supposed to be there, dressed how you're supposed to be dressed, you know. So the little accountability things that we're really trying to instill, the life lessons in these kids, and then we're starting to see it translate onto the field. And then again, you know, the numbers speak volumes. You know, kids are on time when we're supposed to be, and they're ready to work. They're hungry, they're young, so you know, my kids hear it all the time. I talk about our lack of maturity, but that's what makes this job fun. You know, that's what grooming these young, you know, boys, turn them into men. That's why we're in this profession. That's why we do what we do, because seeing them be successful in life is ultimately, you know, why we're here. Successful season would just being the best that we can be. I would love to get that playoff berth, you know, to bring that culture back. We have the talent, we have the coaches. I have a new offensive coordinator, Brock Waters, who's one of the best quarterback coaches on the East Coast. I brought in a new defensive coordinator, Quinn Tobias. He spent the last 5 years at North Carolina Wesleyan as a linebackers coach with a wealth of college experience and college knowledge. So, you know, I like to think that, you know, we have one of the best staffs in the state. And it's going to take some X's and O's. It's going to take, you know, some schemes to maybe take some lesser size or lesser strength to really counter that, and be special and be a little quirky and be unique to who we are.